hydrogen, there will be two things we need to know. One is reactants and products. Okay, before reaction, chemical reaction, we are going to have reactants. After chemical reaction, we are going to have products. So these are the reactants. H2 and O2 are reactants, and this is the product. And depending upon the pressure, we are going to achieve either liquid or vapor. If it is high, if the temperature or these combination of these two is going to be at a high pressure and temperature, then gases are going to be evolved. If it is going to be at very low pressures and very initial pressures, it is going to be liquid. The, that means depends upon type of reaction and how much at what pressure and temperature it has taken, that we are going to have here. So 2 moles of hydrogen plus 1 mole of or 1 volume of oxygen will give us 2 moles of 2H2O. That means this can be water or steam depending upon the pressure and temperature. In the same way, here we are going to do two types of analysis. One is volumetric analysis, and the other one is gravimetric analysis. Gravimetric means nothing but with the mass. By mass, we are going to do some analysis, and this is with volume. So volumetric and gravimetric analysis we are going to have. So the above equation is going to tell us these are the things which we need to follow. That is, hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form steam, warm water. And here see number of molecules in this reaction. 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen is going to give us 2 volumes or 2 volumes of H2O. Okay, so hydrogen may be liquid or vapor, as I said before, and has been cooled sufficiently to cause condensation. And after forming this H2O, which is in vapor state, we can take that to condensation. Okay, if we condense, what happens? That vapor phase is going to change to liquid form. That means steam is going to change as water if we condense that, as like in Rankine cycle we have done. And during Rankine cycle, right, if you have condensed that, it will again form to liquid here. So the proportions, now this is volumetric analysis. Okay, 2 volumes of hydrogen reacts with the 1 volume of oxygen, will giving 2 volumes of water or steam. So now we will go with the mass analysis. Okay, so 2, we already know the molecular weight of this hydrogen, which is 1. So here 2 we have taken, so that 2 into 2 into and weight for hydrogen, atomic weight is 1 here, plus again 2 into here, what is the molecular weight for oxygen? 16, right? So 2 into 16, here we have 2 into 2 into 1 plus 1 into 16 here regarding this H2O. Okay, this 2 is common for everything, and 2 into 1 plus this for oxygen, it is atomic weight is 16, right? So how much we have? 4 kg of H2 plus how much this is? 32 kg. Okay, 2 into 16, 32 kg of O2, giving us this whole thing is 2 into 1, 2 plus 16, how much? 18. 18 into 2, how much? 36, right? 36 kg of H2O we are going to get here. So 1 kg H2 plus 8 kg O2, how much finally? That means we are going to divide the whole equation with 4. Okay, so 4 kg by 4 by 4 by 4, how much it would be? So 32 by 4, here 4 by 4, 1 kg of hydrogen plus 32 by 4 is 8 kg of oxygen. How much steam or how much water we are going to get? How much? So 9 kg of water we are going to get. So if we divide the whole equation like that, we are going to have uh, that means this is nothing but the mass analysis here. Okay, so for 1 kg of hydrogen and for 8 kg of oxygen, if we react, we are going to have some 9 kg of H2O. Okay, in that way we are going to do the mass analysis here. But in the same way, we can also do the equation like this. Instead of taking like this, we can also do like this. If we divide the whole equation with 2, what it would be? H2 plus half O2 gives rise to H2O. The same here it has been written. Okay, and this is it can be done sometimes like this. And when it comes to volume, it may be noted from equation that the total volume of the reactants. Okay, see from here the how many total volumes? This is 2 and this is 1. So totally how many volumes? 2 plus 1, 3 volumes of whole thing we need to get. But here the product is only 2 volumes. Why? Because it is we are going to uh, take the as a volumetric contraction or combustion is volumetric combustion is going to be there. So that's why we are going to have only 2 volumes here. And also there will be some oxygen and nitrogen components are going to be there. Okay, see here by mass and by volume we need to take. Okay, by mass and by volume. Okay, so please note down that by mass this oxygen and nitrogen constants are going to be like this. Okay, by mass it is going to be 23.3, and by nitrogen it is going to be what are the remaining is there, that is whole thing we have to take here 67.7. This is by mass here. And by volume, okay, by volume the oxygen is going to be 21%, and by mass by volume the nitrogen is going to be 79%. And of course there are some little constants of sulfur and also some of the other things are going to be there. Okay, but they are very less. Okay, but they are very less, so we need not to take those. Okay, most probably in a 8 we are going to have these constants only, oxygen and nitrogen. And in which oxygen is going to be, if it is by gravimetric analysis, if it is gravimetric analysis, oxygen is going to be 23.3% and nitrogen is going to be 67.7%. And if we have take if we have taken volumetric analysis, then oxygen is going to be 21% and nitrogen is going to be 79%. So please keep in mind all these things while discussing combustion of carbon. We need to get that. So with 1 mole of oxygen, there are 79 by 21 moles of nitrogen. Okay, so within 100% of air, we are going to constitute 79 by 21 moles of nitrogen. So this equation, the same equation from here, okay, this equation I am taking, to this equation I am adding the constituent of nitrogen also. Okay, by volume. Okay, by volume it is going to be 79 by 21 here. And by mass, what is that? By mass 23.3 by 67.7, like sorry, yeah, 67.7, like that. Okay, so the remaining, whatever the remaining is there, that we need to take 23 77. Okay, 76.7 by mass, not 66, 76, that's one I forgot. Okay, so 2H2 plus O2, and this amount of nitrogen is 79 by 21. Since why? Because here we are going to have this 21 of oxygen. By volume we are going to take this side, so it will become 79 by 21 of nitrogen. That means of all 8 we are going to have 79 uh, moles of nitrogen. So 79 by 21 nitrogen gives rise to 2H2O. The same thing again. For that we are going to add the constant of nitrogen also. So it in the product side also we are going to have 79 by 21 moles of nitrogen. And the same we are going to do for the same in a combustion of carbon also. So when it comes to combustion of carbon, there will be two types of combustion. One may be incomplete combustion and the other may be complete combustion. So first of all we will see the complete combustion, and after that we will go with incomplete combustion. So if we are going to have complete combustion, what is the indication? If it is complete combustion means we are going to get a carbon dioxide. Okay, if it is incomplete combustion, then what we are going to get? Carbon monoxide. In IC engines we have already seen that, right? So what is that? If it is insufficient, that means if there is insufficient air, then we are going to have carbon monoxide. Why? Because there may be no complete combustion. Because of that incomplete combustion and lack of air or oxygen in that, we are going to have only carbon monoxide. But if we have sufficient oxygen in that, If you are going to achieve sufficient oxygen for combustion, then there will be some carbon dioxide is going to be there. And if it is, this means this whole equation, it is going to have nitrogen means, okay, there will be definitely nitrogen constant is going to be there in within the air. Why? Because we are taking not the pure oxygen, we are taking air as a constant to react with carbon. So that's why this nitrogen component also need to be taken. How much moles of nitrogen is there, that should be taken. And here only nitrogen constant is up to 79 by 21 thing only. So C plus O2, that means nothing that I am going to add nitrogen constant to the whole equation. So that is C plus O2 plus 79 by 21 in N2 gives rise to this, if it is complete combustion, CO2 plus 79 by 21 nitrogen. Okay, on both sides I have added this nitrogen constant. Okay. So by volume, if we consider volume, okay, the same reaction, if we consider the volumes, here I have taken zero volume. Why? Why zero volume of carbon only I can take? Why? Because here the carbon is going to be solid here, okay? The carbon which we have taken is going to be in solid form. So when compared to this oxygen or nitrogen, the volume occupied this carbon, since it is in solid form, is going to be very very less. So we can neglect the volume of carbon. Okay, we, but in mass analysis we need to definitely take, but in volume analysis we can't take that. Why? Because here the carbon when compared, that means the volume occupied by carbon when compared to the volume occupied by oxygen is going to be very 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 less. So that's why what we need to do, we can neglect the volume of carbon here, we can make the volume of carbon as zero. So that's why I have taken the volume of carbon as zero here. That's what I have mentioned here itself. So zero volume, that means zero volumes of carbon plus one volume oxygen, and 79 by 21 volumes of nitrogen gives rise to one volume CO2 plus 79 by 21. That means nothing but we have added this not nitrogen constant also, and that is by volume. When it comes to by mass, that means if we have done gravimetric analysis, we already know. So 12 kg, this what is the molecular weight of this 12, right? For carbon, it is going to be atomic weight or molecular weight is going to be 12 kg, and 2 this plus O2, O2. So 2 into molecular weight of oxygen is 16. Sorry, atomic weight. So 2 into 16 kg of O2 plus 79 by 21. This same we have taken, and what is N2? 14. So 14 into 2 kg of N2. And how much? What is the product we are going to have? C. That means 12 plus 2 into this O is 16. So this much kg of CO2 plus this is same 79 by 21, 2 into 14 nitrogen. So here 12 kg of carbon, 32 kg of O2, and 105 point. This simplifying all these, we will get 105.3. Calculating all this, we will get 105.3 kg nitrogen. So how much this is? 12 plus 2 into 16. 2 into 16 is 32 plus 12. How much? 44. So 44 kg of CO2, and the same thing. Okay, if we simplified this, we get 105.3 kg N2. And when the whole equation is divided with 12, okay, when the whole equation is divided with 12, I have this much. Okay, so 12 by 12, how much? 1 kg of carbon plus 32 by 12, the least simple fraction is 8 by 3. Okay, 4 8s 4 3s. Okay, 8 by 3 kg O2 and 105.3 by 12. You can take a numerical also. Okay, if you divide with the 12, whatever the answer you got, you can write here kg N2, and here 11 by 3 kg CO2 and 105.3 by 12 kg N2. Okay, so that is for complete combustion. If you are going to have incomplete combustion, okay, so incomplete combustion, I already told you, when there is no sufficient oxygen to react with carbon, so it will form carbon monoxide. Okay, So if it is going to be incomplete combustion, that means it is going to form some carbon monoxide. Then for the same thing, for the same equation, we are going to do the mass analysis as well as, that means, gravimetric analysis and volumetric analysis. So if the incomplete combustion of carbon occurs there because of insufficient supply of oxygen to burn the carbon, that means there is no sufficient oxygen to have carbon dioxide. So that's why, because of insufficient oxygen, we are going to have carbon monoxide only. Okay, and of course, if a further supply of oxygen is available, then the combustion can continue to completion. That means for this 2CO, if we added again oxygen, then it may become 2CO2. Okay, so after taking the product 2CO, and by adding oxygen to that carbon monoxide, we will get again 2CO2 carbon dioxide we will get. That's what he is saying. Okay, so if we do the mass analysis for this, okay, 2C plus O2 and the amount of nitrogen, that means by including nitrogen, we will have this one 79 by 20, 21 N2 with regards to volume here, 2CO plus 79 by 21 N2. And when it comes to mass analysis, okay, here the same 2 into 12 kg of carbon and 2 into 16 kg of oxygen, and 79 by 21 into 2 into 14 kg of nitrogen, and 2 into here only CO here, not CO2. So 2 into 12 plus this O is 16, right? So 2 into 12 plus 16 kg of carbon monoxide plus 79 by 21 into 2 into 14 kg of nitrogen. So finally, how much we have? 24 kg of carbon, and again here we have 32 kg of oxygen, again we have 105.3 kg of nitrogen. And what is the product? 12 plus 16 and the 28 into 2, 256 kg of carbon monoxide and 105.3 kg of nitrogen. And if we divide the equation with 24, since we need to calculate for 1 kg of carbon how much evolution is going to be there. So for 1 kg of carbon, we need to divide with 24. So everywhere I need to divide with 24, right? Here also, here also, here also. So if I divide the equation with 24, I will get 1 kg of carbon plus 4.4 by 3 kg of oxygen plus 105.3 by 24 kg of nitrogen. That is going to give me 7 by 3 kg of CO, which is carbon monoxide. This is you need to know. And in particular 105.3 by 24 kg of nitrogen. That is mass analysis. There is incomplete combustion, right? And I already told you, if a further supply of oxygen is given to carbon monoxide, so whatever the product here we have to this carbon monoxide product, if we have further supplied some oxygen along with the nitrogen constant, this will be this will give, this can complete the equation. That means that can give us carbon dioxide, which is not that much harmful. So if we do mass analysis for this same thing, so this 56 kg of CO, which we have already derived here now, so that's why he has directly taken. And this 2 into 16, how much? 32 kg. And this 79 by 21 into this 2 into 14, how much? 28. Okay, so 2 into 14 kg of nitrogen gives us this 88 kg of CO2. Okay, we already know CO2 here. Okay, how much CO2 we are going to have? 44. Okay, 44 into 2, 88 kg CO2. Or else you can take 2 into, for carbon it is 12 plus, and for oxygen it is 2 into 16. So how much it would be? 32 plus 12, 44, right? 44 into 2, 88. Okay, so 88 kg of CO2 plus 79 by 21 into this nitrogen is 14 into 2, 28. Okay, 28 kg of nitrogen. So if we, since we need to find out for 1 kg of carbon monoxide, we are going to divide the whole equation with 56. Okay, here also 56, here also divided by 56, here also divided by 56, here also divided by 56, here only. Okay, 1 by 56. So the equation is going to be like this: 1 kg carbon monoxide plus 4 by 7 kg O2 plus 105.3 by 56 kg nitrogen gives us 11 by 7 kg CO2 plus 105.3 by 56 kg of N2. or else you can take instead of taking fraction you can also take numerical. Okay, whole number also you can take. So in that way we are going to find out or do different analysis. Okay, mass analysis or volumetric analysis for particular equation. Okay, so please go through them. This is very important thing. Okay, this combustion equations are very important, or heat of reaction is very very important here. There are a lot of problems, okay, on these also. So that's it for today. We will discuss rest of the things in next class, or else we will go through adiabatic film temperature. Okay, there is no time. I will discuss these along with next class. I will also start nozzles. Okay, next online class we are going to discuss nozzles also. So better take notes along with you. In nozzle there will be derivations which are very critical to solve. So please start writing the notes along with my lecture.